This morning we're going to take the Harbor Freight towable backhoe and we're going to dig out some little stumps, and there's a huge stump beside the two little stumps we got to take out. So we're going to tinker with that, but I don't know if we'll get that big stump today or not, but we'll definitely get the two. And these are important stumps to get out, and I'll show you what I mean here in a sec. But I've got it in the towable configuration mode, and I may try something here in just a minute, and we're going to hook it up to the Bighorn 550 Explorer, tow it around back. Since it's already in the towable mode, I'm going to tow it over there. I think I'm gonna try to leave it hooked up to the machine, to the buggy. Y'all say buggy? Anyway, and if I feel like that's putting too much stress on this area here, then I will disconnect it and configure it the way, you know, I'll take the tires off here, put it here, and then the outriggers down. Or I'll put the outriggers down anyway. But with that being said, if I do configure it back to where I put the axles from the back to the front or the front to the back, I don't even know how to say that, then I will, I may try, I've seen this done on YouTube, so, you know, since I've watched a video on it, I'm an expert now. I can put that bucket in the bed of the side-by-side and then just bring it home that way. Maybe. I don't know. We'll try it. Why not, right? We're not going that far. My next project, I just, you know, this is a busy month, just like you guys. I mean, I'm busy just like you guys are. But I'm gonna build a thing where we can swivel the axles up, because I like that idea a lot. Been thinking about it a lot, and I've got a buddy that will help me build that. Let's hook this up and dig out these two little stumps. And now also, while I'm digging, I'm gonna talk to you about why this might be a good choice for a small landowner, small homeowner. Okay, there you go. Hopefully that don't fall off, right? Here are the two stumps that I got to do today. You can see those, this and this go into a root ball down here along with that. Same thing over here, so it's a bunch of yopons and stuff, and then this little clump right here. Now these are super simple, but the dangerous part about it is there's my pump for my well. So I'm trying to get this all cleaned up so that I can put a pump house here. And then this is the big one I'm talking about. This was a huge pine. This was a huge pine tree, and what I know about pine trees in my yard is they have like an 8-foot taproot. So I may or may not tackle this today. I'll definitely get what I can for sure, but I'm not sure we'll actually remove the root. I mean the stump, if that makes sense. So this is where I'm set up. I may back up just a little more and go from there. What do you say, driver? Come on. Go ahead and get set up here. I think I will back up just a little bit more. Again, if you haven't watched the first video of me actually buying this thing, I talk about, I don't know the 4-stick controls too good. So a lot of guys about, I can do faster with a shovel. You guys have at it, I ain't. So we're gonna raise this up a little bit, and I'll take the thumb off, put the outriggers in, and go from there. Alright, you guys ready? It's not having any issues digging right now. So it's got all these roots out and stuff. I need to get a little further back and get that section right there. But it's not having any issues. I do feel the machine going up and down when I'm putting pressure on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect it from the machine, put the outriggers on, and try it that way and see if it's more stable. All right, we got her in digging mode. So let's see what we can get done here. Let's try to get that one right there. Let me get straightened up a little bit here. That's pretty impressive right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Guys, I'm serious. I did not believe that would do that. That's fantastic. Look at that. I'm impressed. Not bad at all. Seriously, let's look at the size of these. That's a big chunk of wood. Let me get my shadow out of the way. That's a big chunk of wood there. But this stump, I honestly didn't think it would do that. Some kind of wire there. But look at it. That's fantastic. Yeah. Look at that big old root. I can't even lift that with my, there we go. Look at that. So if you're looking for a towable backhoe, I was thinking about my neighbor yesterday. Yesterday I went over there and I helped him take out a magnolia tree root ball. And he's got 1 acre, and I was thinking about this backhoe for his projects. And this is perfect for his yard because he's got like 4 or 5 stumps he's got to get rid of. He dug a koi pond, and he's got a line that goes electrical to his shop, so he could have trenched with that. And he's got a water line that runs out to his shop as well, so he could have buried his electrical and his water using this. So I talked about this in the last video where it's $3,000. As a 2025, it's $3,000. What can you rent a Mini X for? How many times can you rent a Mini X for $3,000? I'm not sure. A few times, obviously. But if you have an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, where you just got these nitnoid stumps, these nitnoid projects that you need to do, and let's say you rent a mini excavator and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna get out, and this happened to him. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna take these 3 stumps up, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Well, he got 1 stump up and his wife was like, hey, let's go, we gotta run to town and do whatever they had to do. So he didn't finish his projects. So now if you rent that mini excavator, you have to make sure the weather's good and your schedule is good, your calendar is good, right? But this, you can take out 1 stump and be like, I'll get it tomorrow, or I'll get it next day. You own the property, you own the equipment, you don't have to take it back. Pretty awesome. Slow. It's slow. It's not as jerky as people said it was going to be, but it's I mean, it ain't smooth, but it ain't as I thought it was going to be, like a bucking bronco, you know, bucking bronc. What you cowboys say? I'm not a cowboy. Yeah, this done great. This done great. The hardest part was getting it into transport mode. Oh, I need to get these. I'm gonna get that off camera, but I'm gonna dig it a little further out this way. But it's if you've got 5, 10, 12, 15 projects at your house that you need to do immediately, this is a great investment. Then you'll have it in your garage or whatever, and like next year you have another project come open, you'll have, oh, I got that backhoe out there or whatever. Just keep a non-ethanol, some seafoam in your gas, maybe something like that, to keep a fuel stabilizer is what I should say. That's pretty doggone cool, man. Pretty doggone cool. So there you go. We dug a stump out with it, a pretty decent sized stump too. And now for the next project, I think we're going to do some trenching. I almost forgot. I'm going to put it in the bed of the machine and see if I can tow it home that way. This down. Let me back into it. Well, we're gonna try it. Now, I don't know if they said to strap it down, maybe? Do I need to strap it down? I don't know. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna put you guys on the backhoe. We're gonna go super, super slow. Okay, it ain't denting, it's scratching, but I mean it's a UTV, right? Okay, it seems to be working. I said we can get back to the house. This is the way I'm going to always do it, since it seems to be working okay. 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour. I probably won't go no faster than 4 miles an hour. But you know, a tractor only goes 4 or 5 miles an hour, right? Yeah, that's ideal. So whoever left that in the comments, I appreciate that. That's fantastic. So now I just crank it back up. However, it's not going to substitute the wheel kit that I'm going to buy, because I think it's better for it to be towed, you know, like on a trailer hitch, than it would be to set that on the back of my Bighorn. But let's crank her up and get her off here. That was a good test. Yeah, there you go. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. That means a lot to me. You guys take care. God bless you guys.